recording is going. All right, you make your way. You're onto Tiamat's back after some very vicious attacks, vicious blows, some knockdown, drag-out fighting. You make your way to the back of Tiamat as she's being restrained. You find yourself at the control collar. It is latched down, and it looks like this spherical, almost like intertwined locks, like of adamantine steel, is just kind of locking it into place, preventing any access to it. And as you get there, Alagrax, you are at the top of ready to do something. May, or grandmother at this point, is currently unconscious because she channeled all of her life force into the sword again. And Theseus is had a teleportation mishap, and we're not quite sure where he's at right now. He's not going to make it tonight, unfortunately.
Rats. I could use a second pair of hands.
Wild magic.
Curses! Alright, so you guys are there. You're on the back of Tiamat. You are at the apex of the sky. You're several hundred feet up on the air. Down below you is the city of Avalon. And over the wind rushing past you in a frantic breeze, kind of hear the... You can hear the faint sounds. Oh, it sounds like cheering. You hear the hundreds of people, but thousands of people cheering you on as they see Tiamat being restrained up in the air. She's just thrashing about back and forth. The Dragon's Bane ship is currently you hear the click, 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 click as it's pulling its chain back up to fire a second shot to stabilize. You are there, you are in position. What do you want to do? And we will start with... Well, May is still on the ground, unconscious, but stabilized. Alright, we'll start with Hizu. What do you want to do?
Alright then. What? How close is that teleport spell to completion?
He looks at you and he's kind of might be a little longer than I thought. The tail won't stay still. And he's keeping it going give or take, maybe a minute?
Alright. I have a very stupid idea, but it does require that guy's teleportation active.
Okay.
You should do it.
My idea is to put acid on the control collar and just melt it.
Sounds fun.
Okay. If that's the route you want to go, you can choose to do so.
Alright then, Dean, come in!
Right. I've only got a few seconds before this haste wears off. What you need?
Dean, what I need you to do is contact the captain and tell him to bring this thing further in the atmosphere. I have no idea how much this collar is going to explode.
Right, I'll try my best.
I'm gonna try to cut it off. I'm gonna try to do a controlled detonation. Try to get it away, as far away from Avalon as possible. I want as much money as they have, and I cannot get as much if most of their population is dead.
Fair enough.
Okay. Alright, so...
And is Bay still unconscious?
She is still unconscious. She is stabilized, but still unconscious.
Alright then. Now for my final act, I shall... use Arcane Jolt.
Okay.
I would like to hit May. Does 16 hit?
Are you trying to kill May?
Yes.
Well, she is prone, so you have advantage.
But it hits anyway.
Good, I'm not trying to...
You can crit.
I'm not trying to crit fish here, May. I'm trying to use Arcane Jolt. It's just that I need to do this. Are you
sure? We don't know which one is going to wake up in a couple of seconds.
Well, too bad I'm finding out.
Alright, you say so.
And, features and traits. What, is May destabilized now?
Yeah, she's back into death saves.
I mean, yeah, she just you hit an unconscious creature. That's like 2 failed death saves.
Arcane Jolt! You get 10 HP as I just violently shake you awake. Wake up, 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 wake up!
So basically, the equivalent of this is that you take your weapon, you stab it directly into her chest, and you basically defibrillate her, like shock her awake, like with your sword, and you get back up.
Who
Yes!
gets up?
That is the most Hizu fucking thing I've seen, like, ever.
That is the only thing I can do without breaking my concentration.
Well, I mean, Dean was just over there with the health potions, but
Oh, too
that's
bad!
cool,
You get lightning,
That's
get
fine.
awake.
Thank you.
I think I need
Now
the
then,
health potion.
who wakes up?
All right,
Who does wake up?
May I need you to roll a D100?
Alright then.
Sure.
I guess we don't know if it's you or Grandma.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a nice 74.
I'll send you a whisper.
Good year.
1974?
Wasn't there a song
What?
about it?
60? 69?
64, that's right.
The summer of 69. I don't know what you're
Oh, was it
going-
69? Yeah, it was the summer of
Right.
69, wasn't it? Yeah.
When the rocket launched?
It's a song. Don't worry, it's an old rock.
Brian Adams, Summer '69, way before your time, kid.
Yeah, before mine too, by the way. in
No
case
one's
anybody was
Beast Wars, you
wondering.
check the PFP.
Well, the song came out in like '86, but it's about Anyway,
It's about the.
Anyway, sorry for that, yeah.
okay, sidetrack. All right. So yeah,
All right.
you drill it and you shock May awake. Like you gave her 2 automatic failed death saves, but she's now awake with a hole like currently in her chest where you just jabbed in your sword.
That's fucking.
Yeah, I'll buff that.
Thank you.
I'll buff that out later if you pay me.
Okay.
All right. So so you got that done. May, you just violently woke up.
Oh,
from
God.
just stabbing right through you, and you are feeling like you just got hit by a truck, dropped off the Empire State Building, and then hit by a meteor.
And then had an old hobo stab you.
Yeah. Random homeless
I
guy
feel
comes
like-
over and steals your coffee.
I feel like Iron Man at the end of the Avengers when Hulk just like roars in his face.
Okay,
Like that's gonna work.
that is a good summation of this.
What's he doing with that
Alright.
bike? Eh.
Cool.
All right, so you're now awake.
I'm awake. Hi everybody.
Good, now get to work.
Whoa. Grandmother, time to hit the dragon.
No,
What's
no,
going
no,
on?
no, 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 no. Take this battle axe, open up that thing.
What am I doing?
Take this battle axe, open up that, put a hole in the panel over there.
Basically,
You
it's
just want me to.
yeah, it's covered up with like adamantine like wire that kind of crisscrosses enough. Like you get enough where you can basically it's like small holes in it, but you have to like pull the wiring out or pull like it's basically like think of it as kind of wrapped up in adamantine like fencing wire. Not enough to get your hand through, but there's holes enough for like potential maintenance.
Okay.
I need a bigger hole so I can get in.
All right, I'll roll a d20, and can you tell me what it uses so I can add it?
Strength, it's a battle axe.
Yeah, it's just a standard. Basically it's a great axe, but it does double damage against structures.
+6.
Yeah, that's got an AC of 10.
Okay. Hizu, do you want to roll my damage for me, please?
What's your strength +4?
Yeah.
There's a +6. Yeah, whatever.
Should be a
Proficiency, right?
yeah. It should be a D12.
So D12 plus 6.
Yes,
You're getting, what's that? You're
What?
getting 8.
8!
Okay, well that's double to 18, so it does do double damage against objects. So you
16.
kind of hit it, and you kind of crack it, and you see it kind of like you hit it, and there's a like spark. It's like these two like unbreakable pieces of metal collide against each other, and like they both kind of chip. The battle axe chips a little bit, and so does the actual net, the webbing around the structure. So I'm assuming that's what you're gonna spend your time doing, is just chopping this thing away.
Yeah, if that's my current goal, until something interesting happens with the mind of the dragon.
We'll get to that soon.
Yeah.
All right, Cedra, what are you doing?
Alright, so after Hizu's whatever he was saying,
I was telling you to get away from Avalon, or tell the captain get away from
yes,
Avalon.
you were wanting us to tell him to go back up in the air. So I'm going to just use all of my movement to run over to the Avalon ship, or not the Avalon, the Dragon's Bane ship.
You're already on it, aren't you?
No, I
he-
ran back to the dragon.
Yeah, he's got movement. He can do that like every round.
Feline agility just boost my base movement up to 400, or not 400, 200 for the moment. Just run over there, yell at the captain of the ship.
Okay,
You need to get us away from the city.
okay. Well,
And I point to the sky.
hold off. Okay, so you're gonna start running across. You get there. You run across the chain, and you run right past the link that's starting to like pull itself apart, and you can hear this thing like metal groaning as you pass it. Give me an athletics or acrobatics check. Actually, this would be athletics to see if you, because you're not gonna be able to do a smooth stride on this one, because you had to actually like make an extra leap across, so you don't fall in that basically hole. So the chain links start to fall apart.
All
I
right,
think he's
28.
fine.
We're gonna go ahead and you're good. So like you barely even break stride going across that.
Yeah, as I stop over on the Dragon's Bane ship, you need to get this up as high away from the city as possible.
Okay, the captain's just there, and he sees you kind of pop up out of nowhere, like literally the flash just popping in, and he looks at you like, "What the hell? We're trying."
And then I want to just run all the way back across across the Tiamat, using her as a bridge to get over to our ship.
Hi.
Do you have the movement for that?
So with my base movement being 200, with my feline agility, bonus action, hasted action, and then I have my action remaining. Like that's 800 feet of movement.
Yeah, that.
I think he
As
even
much
has
as I need.
100 to spare.
Right. And you run across the other side. You run back to the galaxy. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
And bring her up, and my haste drops.
Okay, so to confirm, you are now on the galaxy as you collapse.
Yes.
All right, so that's where you're located now. All right. Now with that, we go to Alagrax. Alagrax, what do you want to do?
Sure. You want to go pass the notes with me?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, wait. No, wait.
Oh, they're gone. I'm gonna go wash my blender.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
So, do you want me to go over this? Because I have 3 ideas how I would like this to go. So, do you want me to go over the plan, or do you just want to role play this and we just see where it ends up?
Okay.
And also, I just want to put this into, I don't want to ruin anyone else's experience or ideas for what they want to do. Because this isn't my story. This is our story. I want them to have fun too.
Right. So here's a question I have for you. So there's multiple options the way this could kind of play out. So what I'm looking for as far from you is what outcome is Algrax trying to reach for? What is he trying to get to?
All right. So I'll just tell you in real simple, my ideal goal is to free Tiamat's like essence, like her soul, not her, But just like her, like you, like when someone asks like, "Who are you?" Like you.
Okay.
And remember that draconian we killed back at Cuddles, the people when we
Yeah,
walked in
right.
Cuddles Mine,
Correct. Right.
and how I left my original sword with him. I buried it with him
Correct.
to try and transfer her into that because draconians you said have a connection to Tiamat, and I have a connection to sword, and I figured to try and do this. And the way I want to do this is literally like asking the universe for power, aka you, to like breathe and burn her soul out and move it. Because that's the general gist of what I would like to do.
I don't want to give too much away with spoilers, but
Yeah.
so how about let's see, because I've got like 5 different scenarios that could possibly pop off. Let me give you an idea of the scenarios that could potentially happen with this session, with you diving into her mind.
Okay.
And a lot of this is going to be how you will play it out, what your reactions are, what the roles are going to be. One being that you free Tiamat, and she, for whatever reason, however this happens, she decides to help you. 2, you basically dive into her mind, and during the process of this negotiation, bargain, mental tug of war, Aligrax potentially dies.
Yep.
Also, it's very possible at some point that Tiamat may use you to escape, inhabit your body, and sticks your soul in hell and use you as a bargaining chip. Or 5, you could potentially gain direct power from her to aid you and your allies in the rest of your adventures, with potential side effects.
Yeah, obviously.
So that's the what I have planned on my end. Now, what you could do, you could attempt to try to do what you're trying to do, and it may work out in not necessarily the way you want it to, but you could definitely have some good effects and some bad effects.
Obviously, I'm free
Right.
Tiamat.
Right. So it is kind of up to you how you want to go about playing this. Now, sticking her in a sword is probably there isn't a sword created that can probably like hold her. So you probably
What? Sorry, I didn't.
now you said you want to like stick her in the sword.
That's a second possibility. Like if like it doesn't work out, or you say no, I'm not like just having you like chuck her soul off to the body. No, it's like,
Right.
well, okay, that won't work. So maybe I can put her into the sword and
That's probably going to be extremely unlikely, as I don't think there's a sword capable of holding a god.
yeah.
However, she is ridiculously underpowered at the moment because, I mean, she was dead, but for whatever reason, someone has decided to reanimate her. So, who knows what happens?
Yep.
But the thing I want to give you ahead of time is just strictly that it's possible Aligrax may not walk out of this. It may be possible this would be a situation where you need to create a new character.
Yeah.
However, if you pull this off, I mean, it's could potentially ridiculously freaking cool.
I have an idea how to do it, so I plan on doing it. I mean, I'm gonna ship out for the military anyway, so this is just a game. So,
Okay, fair
but
enough.
I just also want to make sure, hey, I'm not ruining everyone else, whatever anyone else wants to do.
No, I don't think. Yeah, because I don't think you're going to ruin the rest of the plans. Because the way I'm going to have it set up is there's going to be basically 2 scenarios going on. Because yours is we can fiddle with time on that one, but at certain points I'm going to basically stop yours and move back to the main group and have them work on their stuff. So I'm doing that on purpose. So you guys are going to be doing stuff concurrently.
Okay. I wonder if I should send you this now. I have 2 pictures, depending how we want to roleplay this, that I would like to send you. But again, I guess I should wait to see how this plays out.
Okay. All right. So you want now the other question is: do you want this to be above table and them to see what you're like, be part of what you're experiencing, kind of thing, like as players? They're obviously not going to be part of the mental struggle because it's kind of all
Yeah.
big.
Yeah, because it's going to be a big show. They should,
Right.
at least be, audience to it.
Okay. Fair enough. All right. I'll go back to the table. We got anything
All
else
right.
you want to say?
No, that's basically everything I wanted to go over. I just want to make sure, hey, is this cool with you? Am I, like, reaching way too far with my abilities or
No,
what?
I've been working on this all week, so we're good.
Okay. Then all good.
All right, we'll head back. Okay, guys.
Hello.
Tiamat plummets out of the air. You kind of launch out to the ground. I need y'all roll 40d6. Let me know what damage is left over. Oh, no.
What?
Huh?
I can fly!
I fly too, by the way.
Sure, you're not
As I hold
conscious.
back, his sumo plexes her to the ground. No.
The one guy who can't fly is over on the ship right now.
Yeah, we're all good.
And the
It's
other guy
fine.
who can't fly is currently communing with a dragon.
Yep.
Not yet. All right.
We're getting there.
Okay, Alagrax.
Yep.
It is. You are at the top of the head. You are by the head. You are next to the control collar that's wrapped around Tiamat. This big, giant force of nature that you have been told about your entire life is sitting there in front of you, and she is thrashing about. Her very husk of a body, her reanimated corpse of the head that has been attached to this body from Mechanus, the cybernetic organism. What do you want to do?
I'll connect with her. Put my hand down, kneel down, and try to,
Then what was that conversation about?
Don't worry about it.
Do I recognize that this is like a familiar pose that you are getting in that would give me any indication that you are trying to commune with her?
I don't know. How many times have you seen me do this before? Once?
I have been paying attention to you as closely as I can since you talked in my head that one time.
Yep. And I've communicated like this with, like, in front of you with, like,
Three
what?
times?
3 times?
Three.
Okay.
I think 3.
Sure,
From...
but actually, go ahead and roll me an insight.
Okay.
No, go ahead and roll an insight with me.
Okay. I would love to talk to her.
I don't
All I'm
think you
saying.
can.
I don't suppose I could counteract roll this with a deception.
You can if you
I
choose to
don't.
do so. However, it is going to be, on my idea, it's going to be a high DC because for the most part, she's only seen what you've done with people or
Yeah.
mortals, and you've never knelt on any of these.
Yeah.
It's always been like a shoulder touch or like a handshake.
That's all right. If she gets it, it's fine. I'm just doing this really just for fun, just to kind of.
Okay.
Scary what Algrax's idea of fun is.
Hey, whatever you're planning, I need a hole into the control collar.
All right.
I'm sure I finished that already, Hisu.
So I will give you this. Because of what's
Okay.
about to happen, you notice that basically Alagrax bends down, he puts his hand, and you see a very familiar, like, calmness to him. Like, you usually knows he's done this before. You've done this with Rickson. He's done it with a few other people, but he usually stops and everything about him kind of calms. His shoulders relax. So you get an idea that he is attempting to probably make mental contact.
Mhm.
So you get that. However, do you have any way of detecting thoughts?
I think she does, actually, don't you?
Detecting thoughts? If I had grandmother, maybe, but no.
That's a shame.
No, I think grandmother has like beast sense and then another thing that possibly.
Okay, so with May, it is a no. So you get an idea that he's trying to attempt to communicate with Tiamat.
I would just, unless I am not done making the hole that Hizu has requested of me.
Okay. It's probably going to take you a few rounds to get that hole built or made, because you are. I mean, you're banging into like really like
Mhm.
one of the strongest materials on the planet, and you kind of got to
Okay.
chop it apart.
And I'm assuming you're doing this like as I'm hacking at this hole, or would
Yes,
you have done this after the hole was made, or
this is all kind of this is all happening concurrently because like this is because you get
okay.
basically you're making the hole. Like basically what happened, He's woke you up. You're making the hole. Cedar ran to
Yep.
the other ship, collapsed, and he is now doing his commune thing with the um, severed reanimated head
Mm.
of the dragon god.
Okay. Then I will prioritize the hole and I will let this go.
Okay, but yeah, you have it in the back of your mind. You know this is what he's doing.
Right. I'll just miss it. That's okay.
Okay, Alagrax.
Hi.
All right, you make your mental connection. You push in, you go in, and at first you get nothing. Like it is just a dead open space. You push through.
Yeah, until I can find her,
Okay.
find something.
All right, you push in further and further, and like you feel like this overwhelming sense, like kind of this darkness kind of approaches upon your outside vision as it comes into you closer. You're trying to feel that something's there, like you know something has to be here. The body is moving. She is a god, and you almost want to like give up. Like, do you feel anything? But then you sense a spark. You sense something. You sense something there, and it is angry. And you make your mental connection, and you immediately sense that something is desperately wrong. Usually, when you make mental contact with someone, you feel like it's a small stream of contact. When you made your connection with Lady Fellheart's dragon, it felt like you got blasted in the face like a fire hose. Right now, at this moment, you feel like you're at the bottom of an ocean full of necromantic waves and energy, and right now you are drowning. Roll me a wisdom save.
Don't immediately kill me off, oh man.
How far away are you? Do you get the plus from me being paladin version again?
Do I?
I don't know. How far away are you?
You're right next to the control. So, I mean, I'm right there
Yeah,
too.
under the screen. You are.
I didn't know like what the
So if you're next to
spacing is on
Hizu, let me
these.
see, you'll be right there next to
Mhm,
Hizu. So 5, 10, 15. He's 25 feet out.
Sorry, buddy.
Alright, well, there you go.
Yeah.
19.
So you immediately sense like a crushing weight of you. Like this ocean just kind of slams into you. And you take half of your current hit point in damage.
Okay.
You kind of thrash about. You're moving left and right, and you're like trying to fight against this wave of like powers that kind of flows back and forth and sweeps left and right. Give me a perception check.
Oh yeah, I'm great at those. Uh 7.
All right, it is just like it's so dark. It's so like overwhelming. It's like nothing you've ever felt before as it comes in. But even with the 7, you kind of feel like you kind of notice something. Like the armor you're wearing, the insignia on your armor starts glowing faintly. And you see like kind of a beam of light kind of starts moving forward a little bit left and right. And it seems to be pointing at a certain direction.
I'll follow it, and can I yell out, Tiamat?
You can. Roll me another wisdom save with advantage.
I already have advantage, so.
Okay. Oh, wait. So that was a 19, not a 13.
Yeah.
Rewind that. All right.
Yeah, my armor gives me advantage on
Right.
intelligence, wisdom, charisma.
Got it. Forgot about that. Okay. So, you actually only take, what is your current hit points right now?
Well, I'll add that back up. 12.
Okay, so you only take 3 points of psychic damage.
Oh, I'm resistant to it. Psychic.
You are not resistant to this.
Oh,
You are getting the backlash from a god.
I can take it.
Okay. So with that save, the water vanishes. You find yourself at the center of a massive canyon, devoid of anything but rock and ash. You look forward in the very middle of this canyon. You see what looks to be a human woman with long, dark hair, extremely pale skin, and she's wearing a crown with 5 spikes on it. She is shackled to the neck, the wrist, and the ankles, and is bound to what looks like a sigil. Roll me religion.
Also, something I'm absolutely great. Wow. All right. 18. Yeah.
Okay. Somehow, some way, during your visits, your travels, you recognize this as a symbol of Primus, the god of Mechanus. Now, the scene changes, so like you haven't moved yet, but for whatever reason, you have managed to reach the distance between yourself and this woman. You get closer to her, and you see that she is very desiccated. She is very she has practically nothing but bone. Like the skin is just loose on her face, like falling off. Her eyes are sunken in, and she is raging. She is angry. She is pulling against the chains. And there's a shack like breaking, and she looks, and then she looks at you for a moment. She sees you, and she looks in her her teeth gonna split apart. A big smile, like this very creepy looking smile, stretches across her face. Free me, flea, and your suffering will only last for 1,000 years. Okay, we'll hold there and we'll go back to the group. All right, so back at Tiamat right now. You see Algrax is doing his mind meld thing, and something appears to be a little off. His eyes have gone completely white. You see blood slowly starting to trickle down out of his ears. You can hear the sound of the chain link groaning as the Bane's honor reloads for a few more shots with the anchors. So Algrax is catatonic. May is up, banging on the thing, trying to break it apart. Theseus is teleported wild mage to someplace else. Cedric is passed out on the deck. Yuzu is just waiting for his chance. So,
Hey, I'm supervising!
That's a very important thing you're doing. This is true. He's a supervisor. Yes. All right. So, May, roll me a couple more strikes.
Okay. I'm so sorry. What did you just ask me?
Roll a couple more attacks against the thing.
Bay, do you just have a basic weapon in your inventory?
I don't know what just happened to me. Let's go with 2.
It's the music. It distracted you. The ADHD to control.
It really did.
What's your attack plus?
I'm assuming my proficiency plus my strength, right? 6?
Yep.
Yes.
I mean, that hits.
I'm sorry.
Both attacks hit.
Yeah.
I mean, AC is 10. It's just destruction.
Great.
It's not moving.
Yeah, let me just...
And then... Did I do it?
I just need 2d12 plus whatever your strength modifier is.
Plus 8. 15 plus 8 is 23.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you basically hit a couple of signs and you're starting to bend it. You start creaks over. You start breaking it and shacking parts of it, the lines start falling off. You're starting to slowly make room. A couple more hits, you're probably gonna get enough room for each to walk through.
Okay. So I'll keep going.
Okay. All right. We'll hold there. Let's see. Yeah, we got one more round for it. And with that, you hear a latch. You hear a poof. And you see Bane's Honor tries to make another shot to wrap up Tiamat's wing to get additional advantage on that. And it's a roll.
Fuck.
Ouch.
And they miss again. All right. Okay, then they start, you hear the click, click, click as it starts pulling back in. All right. Now we move back to Alagrax.
Can I do something before we move back?
Sure.
I would like to use my my all-purpose tool to give myself sapping sting.
Sapping Sting. Okay.
Just in case this whole get into the control color doesn't work and we still need to kill Tiamat.
All right.
Good idea. Jason White
Yep.
is still doing. He's trying to
He is trying to make it.
teleport us.
He is trying to make a teleportation circle that we can eventually run to.
I would like to just look over at him while I'm steadily hitting this thing that is unbreakable. And be like, you wouldn't still be in the mood for sharing some of those gems, would you?
Maybe, I guess. Why?
I just got a feeling.
If we're all gonna die, you're gonna be the one dying first.
I didn't say we're all gonna die. I just know that Dean has disappeared, is no longer zipping across.
He's on
The
the ship
dragon.
over there. He was
I know,
hasted.
but
Give him
he's
some
like-
rest.
He's been running and jumping, and I'm just a little worried.
He's a cat. They do that.
I know you should be surprised I don't nap more often.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's a good point.
That's fair.
That's true. That's very true.
All
Dude,
right.
why are you rolling around in that like grass stuff?
Yeah, dude, what's going on?
Ah, yes, let's all make jokes before we die.
Yeah,
Honestly,
what you
we
do,
need to. We gotta liven it up a little bit. It's getting
Okay, get to the serious stuff. Alecrex, you go.
All right, we move back to Alagrax. The woman thrashes against her bonds. She looks very skeletal, practically death-like in her appearance. And she looks at you and she demands, "Release me now, and you'll only suffer for 1,000 years, mortal. Obey your god."
Well, taken, first of all, but appreciate it. Second, I guess we both in about the same state. So look down at my battered self. I don't know. Am I like do I look as bad here as I do in real?
Actually, no, you wouldn't. You would basically, when you're projecting, when you have your mental projection of yourself there, you look like your kind of ideal self.
Okay, well, I'll look at say that first part, and then I'm in little better shape than you. But I can help you. However, it's going to take a sacrifice. Not a cost, not a price, but a sacrifice.
I have sacrificed enough, you flea-bitten maggots. Obey your betters and free me now.
I can give you what you want, but what would you say to taking the body of one of someone who's connected to you?
You're offering me a deal, Dragonborn?
I'm offering you freedom, real freedom, free from this body, free from this slavery, this joke of what you were.
Okay, she looks at you like this ultimate of disdain.
I can give you the opportunity to get back fivefold at what they have done to you.
She looks directly at you, and you see like this. You still see this. Actually, go ahead and roll me persuasion.
Okay. Because I'm great at those.
I mean, you only suck at it till you don't. Okay,
16.
16. She looks at you and she just like, and you kind of notice, like, you kind of get this look on her face. Then she sees the armor you're wearing. And any kind of sense of persuasion, you see it kind of vanish from her eyes. Like she has no desire whatsoever to have any kind of association with you. And she starts yanking on her chains again, and she starts swearing up and down, calling you all sorts of names, like slave, good, like she's your better, you are beneath her, you are the crumbs beneath her feet. And then you hear from a voice from behind you. A very feminine voice, sounds fairly young. And it says, "Please don't judge her too harshly. She wasn't always like this. She used to be much different." As you turn around, you see this young dragonborn child, a girl about age 11, maybe 12. And she is sitting in a very, like, kind of this yellow sundress. She has even, like, kind of bows strapped on her, like, little tendril lines. And the color of her scales shift from red to blue to green to white and black and shimmer back in that order. And she kind of walks up to you and says, "Hello, I'm Adra. Please don't take it personal. She's been like this for a while now."
Madame Adrian, please rest assured I can completely understand that. I think I would be just as upset if I was brought out of my grave to be a complete perversion and bastardization of what I was represented.
It is more than just that. It's like, here, she offers a hand. She offers a hand out to you, and she kind of waves her hand back behind her. You see kind of a door open, and you see a door leading to, like, this, behind us, this bright blue light, and you see, like, fluffy clouds in the sky. Will you join me for a history lesson?
We're not leaving her behind, are we? And I'll just nod my head over.
In a manner of speaking, maybe. We're not leaving her mind, if that's what you're asking.
Very well. I'll take you at your word. Hold out my hand.
All right. Okay, you kind of walk through the door, and you see the whole mindscape changes. And the door, you hear the door kind of close behind you. And you also hear it as it locks. And she's like, "Sorry, to venture from one memory to another requires closing off the previous sections, lest a mortal mind might become overwhelmed." And what you see before you, you see that same woman shackled, no longer shackled. She's no longer bound. She is much younger, full of life. You see that same 5-pointed crown upon her head. And you see her dancing, moving on the clouds in the sky, a bright smile on her lips. And you see the joy in the way she moves. Part of the legend they never tell you, this was before the fall. This was during the fields of the great Celestia. This is when she was known as the goddess of freedom and love. And there was none she loved more than Barnassus. And she's mentioned the name Barnassus. A middle figure moves in to join her. He starts dancing alongside of her, moving in like graceful steps, as they kind of join together in a very loving embrace. She reaches out. She opens up another doorway and walks through again and offers a hand you follow.
Yeah. What was the name you said of the guy or whoever she was dancing with?
Barnassus.
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 Okay.
All right. So you step
But
through.
yeah, I do that. Yep.
Okay. And you hear another click as you walk to the door that locks behind you. I need another wisdom save.
Oh yeah, that's good. Yeah. 15?
All right. And your current hit points are what, 9?
9?
You take 4 points of psychic backlash.
I stumble over it and be like, okay, I can't do that maybe one more time, just let you know.
It's like, I'm sorry, it's very difficult to shield one such as yourself. I mean, you aren't supposed to be here, but it is a story that needs to be told.
And one I have been wondering myself.
Okay, with that, we'll go back to the group that is currently on the back of the dragon. In the time frame that Algrax has been doing his thing, May has pulled up a Hizu-sized hole thing. At this point, Cedra is awake. You got your full round through. And first of all, I need perception checks from everybody.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
I think I'm a bit too I think I'm a bit too busy to make this perception check.
Right? Yeah, your entire senses are someplace else.
Yep.
What the? How did I get higher than May?
Well, usually what happens on a D20, if you roll a certain thing, you have a 1 in 20 chance to get a certain number. Now, when you get a certain number...
Yes! Meth rocks, I forgot.
Also, you didn't just die.
That's true.
I have severe frostbite.
But to be fair, Mazeman has died a lot.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay.
It's been a hard few sessions.
So,
Get
Cedra...
good.
So, Cedra, you notice that you kind of look and you see Tiamat. Like, for whatever reason, she gets this, like, weird grin on her face. And she, like, almost like you look like you see, like, she's smiling.
Right, that's not good.
No. Okay, so we'll start with Cedra. What do you want to do?
Goodness, at this point, what can I do?
Maybe grab some potion?
Yip.
Maybe help a bleeding guy out?
No, just yip. I think that's the only thing we need right now.
I'm on the galaxy. We don't have any healing potions on the galaxy.
No.
You have some.
No, we do.
You do. You have some of the storage containers down in the ship.
Did we?
You did. And you got those before you guys even set sail. You guys just haven't used any.
I think George's mom packed them for us or something similar.
That's correct.
Well,
Our
I
sandwich
suppose I could go fetch those, but I don't have the ability to run across the chain anymore.
Yip.
You have a flying carpet.
I run faster than the flying carpet.
Yeah, the carpet's
Not
what,
right
30,
now, you
right?
don't.
What was that?
The carpet's at what, a speed of 30?
60.
60.
Okay.
But that's when it's full, right? So does it go faster when there's less people on
That's
it?
when it isn't weighed down. I believe I have enough stuff on it to weigh it down. No, I don't.
Not
Okay.
6 people's worth.
But still, I'd do better running across. I'd be a bit faster running across the chain.
The 60 is better than 0.
No, I think he's done with the
60
0.
is not better than 100. As that
But
is,
it's-
if I use my bonus action, that's my movement.
Okay.
But yeah, I suppose I'd just run down, go grab some healing potions.
Okay. All right, May. While you go down there, grab some healing potions. Go ahead and roll me. Actually, CJ, roll me a d6.
D6. There. 1.
Okay, so you are frantically
Nice.
searching. You're going through the boxes, and you managed to basically find, because you didn't know exactly where they were located at, but you found one potion.
Dibs.
You can either run back with this one or take your next round to spend searching for the next few other ones.
Dean's gonna snap. I've got to go back.
I'm an idiot.
I suppose I'll start heading back. Try and run across the chain again if I end up with the movement. Oh, I do have my feline agility back because I spent a round stunned.
Correct. You did not move.
Oh.
So yeah, I trigger that if I can, see if I can run back.
Okay, you can. And go ahead and give me another acrobatics check with advantage.
Alrighty.
I forgot you have the climb.
Was it athletics?
Yes, athletics.
Alright, because I'm better at that.
Because you're
Hey,
nat
30!
20. All right. Yeah, you were.
Hell yes.
You were doing ballet moves as you jump across this thing, like full stretch, moving out. You're like, oh yeah, pirouetting around, just taking your old time. You were doing like breakdance moves as you go across. Good breakdance moves, not like Australian
Not
breakdance moves.
Olympics.
Yeah,
Like
not
Mario's
Olympics.
triple jump.
So yeah,
Looking at May and Alagrax, who looks like they'd need it more.
I am bleeding from my eyes.
I would save it.
I would say probably between the two of them.
I
mean,
I
it's
It's
forgot I
me,
can heal
obviously. I'm at
people.
12 HP.
I mean,
I forgot I can heal people.
really?
You're a paladin!
I forgot. I genuinely forgot for the past 2 sessions.
To be fair,
I'm gonna-
you've
I'm
been-
gonna stand by Alagrax and if he drops, I'm shoving this down his throat.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it'll be too late then, but thanks.
No. I got you, buddy. I'm so sorry. I forgot what I do as a character.
Well, to be fair, you just spent the last session as a barbarian.
Yeah, I
It did
did.
absolute jack.
Grandmother was tired, man.
Oh, she was
You
afraid.
hadn't used her in a week!
All right,
She was
moving
terrified.
on. Let's move on.
All right. So, okay. Hizu, what are you doing?
You said there's a Heezer-sized hole?
There's a Hizu-sized hole.
Hell yeah.
Let's go do some majiggering.
Okay.
Yeah.
How exactly are you going to go about doing the jiggering?
Alright then. First things first, I try to find the explosives.
Make me a perception check.
That's smart.
Within range of May.
Yeah, I'm standing right next to you.
Yeah.
But it's only for saving.
15?
Or did you? How do you get the
Wait.
15 out of that?
It's only for saving throws.
Ah, fuck.
Yeah,
that
is
was
it-
skill.
Yeah.
That's not
Why
skill
can't
check.
you be a glory paladin?
I don't know.
Hold on, let me get... Fine then, I'll bring my own 15!
You gonna
Okay.
flash a genius it?
Flash?
Yes,
Okay. How many of those do you have left?
1!
Okay. And the 15. You get kind of look at it. You notice there are no explosives attached to this thing.
Oh.
What?
You, however, do know like there's something glowing underneath the base of this.
I'm going to assume that's the magical explosives.
You can make that assumption.
Can I do a further investigation of this glowing base?
Sure. Roll me an Arcana.
You got this one.
14.
Okay, with a 14, you generally have an idea that the glowing base is tied to whatever failsafe they have set up for this situation. You don't know exactly what it does, or you're not exactly sure what triggers it.
All right then.
The only thing you remember is
When
oh, go ahead.
Nah, you continue with the descriptors.
Okay. The only thing you remember from this particular thing is it seems to be glowing with enough power from the weave to power at least 2 level 9 spells.
Fuck, that's enough to warp reality.
Mm-hmm.
Unless... What if it's not an explosion, but a mass banishment, sending the body straight to its creators, where they can easily capture both the dragon and whoever decided to trigger the self-destruct?
Are you saying this out loud?
Yes, I'm pondering out loud.
Could I dispel it?
Gonna be the one dispelling it. I'm closer. I'll do it.
Okay. Do you have the spell slots? Do you have the energy? I'm sorry.
You have a.
I have the energy.
Okay. And I don't understand the problem.
Wait, hey, how many spell slots do you have left? Because I only have 2.
4. I have a 2nd level, 3 third levels, and a 4th level. And I can regain a 3rd level.
Okay, mate, I'm gonna need... You see this glowing thing down here? I need you to dispel that.
Well, here's the thing. You don't actually see the effect. You see something that's underneath the scales of this thing. So you don't actually have a direct line of sight on this. You just see whatever it is that... Because he's a wizard, he got to see the glowing aspect of it. You actually just see kind of like the effect of whatever's underneath there having against the scales.
Okay, well.
I also have a counter spell available.
I don't think that's gonna help.
If it goes off, maybe I can react to it and do something. I don't know, Izu. I'm not an expert.
If it goes off, we're not even gonna be bones.
What if I banished all of us? That was the plan. Let it explode in the sky, and then
that's what White's doing right now, getting us a way out. And hopefully we'll just be bird marks on the pavement with his range.
Oh, that's funny.
That would probably have a very interesting effect on May, let's be honest.
Yeah. What's sanity again? That's not a stat anymore, right?
This sanity is something this group has never had.
Oh, fair.
What is
fair?
Oh, sanity, sir.
Sanity? What is that? A dessert?
Must be.
Okay, back to the bomb.
All right, Izu, what you doing?
I'm pondering.
Okay.
It'll likely go... The magical explosives will likely go off as soon as we disarm the slave bolt.
Go ahead and roll me an insight.
Why must you attach wisdom to everything?
All right, well, go ahead and roll me an intelligence.
11.
Roll me an intelligence instead.
14. I thought it was an 11 again.
All right, so your code. You want to flash your genius that, or hold with the 14?
Hold it.
I'll go to 19.
Okay. You flash a genius this. You get the idea, and you look at the quality of design for this thing. And you almost feel like you're in the mind space of the person who created this, who basically sketched out the plans. You can almost recognize the blueprints for how this thing was set up. So this thing was set up to basically enslave reanimated god. And it's
Yes, we already knew that.
right, but you do notice a sense of fear in the design. You seem like the absolutely worst case scenario. This thing was, whoever designed this was afraid of, was a free Tiamat.
Is he an ally, or was he forced? Was he an ally against this?
What you thinking over there, Hizu?
Free Tiamat! Who said that? What?
I mean,
I'm not freeing her!
if you break that slave boat, won't she just, like, blow up if that's the case?
Yes, that's what I'm trying to... Would you people quit it with you?
Just break
Could
the
we
slave
save
boat.
her? Could we
Okay,
save her?
here's the problem with that! If we do that, we'll die of mass explosion syndrome.
Maybe we should try talking to her.
That's what he's
Yeah.
doing, and he's currently bleeding out of his eyeballs.
You don't realize that.
Right, I'm like, this is a completely new and
He's the
novel
only one
idea
who did that check.
What?
that nobody has thought of. Is we should just talk to her.
Well, what's funny is I forgot to mention that, yes, he is now bleeding out of his eyeballs because he just took half damage again.
Oh, yeah.
I was
I'll get
already
you in a
bleeding,
minute,
yeah.
buddy.
And then there's
Adios.
Teen holding like, in case he falls on the hill. I think he's good.
I genuinely
Hey.
forgot.
It's always better to heal after down.
Okay, then, so...
So,
I
I'll
can't-
wait.
Yeah, go
Okay,
out
then,
the way.
so... Okay.
Okay.
Can I try to, like,
Mhm.
gauge what kind of spell they're using? Is it, like... How big is the blast radius we're talking?
9th level, big.
Like, all you know, because you're not a direct magic caster, you don't. Well,
I am! I took 2 levels in Wizard.
yes, but you don't have the expertise involved in like sensing like high level stuff. Like, I mean, you're really good
Eh,
at
Like Peleus.
yeah,
Oh, shit. That's not their name.
Theseus.
Theseus!
Theseus.
Damn it, why couldn't he be here?
Okay,
It's
so
nobody's fault.
how would Hizu try to detect what kind of magic something is?
Wait a minute, please tell me I prepped that spell.
Mhm.
Yes, I did!
Okay,
Mhm.
what you got?
Ritual cast detect magic.
Okay, guys, for the next 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're gonna spend 5 minutes ritual casting detect magic, Hizu.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's right. I have 10 minutes. Fuck.
Okay.
We got time.
You know what? Why not I just sit here and cast Leoman's tiny hut while you're at it?
Yeah. Guys, let's do that. I can do Find Steed. Like, this is good.
Okay, fine.
I feel like the dramatic stakes right now are kind of lost in you guys. Just saying.
No.
Fine, fine.
We can. What if Tiamat came back to life, guys? Wouldn't that be cool? Said no one. I mean,
May?
huh?
Okay, May, what I need you to do something very important.
Uh-huh.
I forgot what spell I was trying to yell at you to Aura Vitality.
Oh, I'm gonna do that regardless. Yeah.
Why aren't you doing it now then?
I forgot I could do that. Yeah.
Well, that's
so-
what I was gonna say before I burnt a 3rd level spell to cast Detect Magic.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be hitting that aura like now.
All right, so you're gonna detect aura of vitality or cast?
Oh, is it my? Hizu, are you good?
Can I burn my last 3rd level slot to thought words? Can I burn my last 3rd level slot to cast Detect Magic?
It's technically not something you can upcast, but if you want to do that,
You can cast
Alright.
lower level spells with higher level slots. They
Right.
just
I have
hit
no
improved
other lower
effects.
level spell slots.
okay, yeah. If
Oh,
you
wow.
you want to burn that 3rd level spell slot to detect magic, you can.
I've been fighting since this morning. or however long the tournament was.
Okay, you
I mean,
blow
I've got
spell
5
slot.
spell slots.
You
So.
you take a look at it and you start peering through it. Like his eyes kind of give this like purplish glow as he kind of looks into it, and his eyes focus down at the bottom. And you get this like you almost get like a wave of like heat that just kind of radiates back at you as you see it. Just kind of like you look at it and you realize this is like massive, high level evocation. The type that's almost the way the energy that's warping through that would probably incinerate most beings just out the gate.
Okay then. Let's see. What? How long until that teleport's good?
Another 45 seconds.
Good. I want everybody in the circle by then. Pull Alecrax if you have to.
All right, you're gonna.
Good luck with that.
Okay. All right. So.
Wait, is Alecrax still like conscious of when I yell at him? I don't
No.
know.
I don't think so.
His entire senses are someplace completely.
Well, I
separate.
have no idea. So, Alecrax, get to the magic circle now and wrap up your voodoo magic.
He bleeds from the eyes in response.
I'll get him. Don't worry.
Alright.
Aren't I still big?
You are still big.
I hope so.
I thought it's been more than 10 minutes. Or 1 minute.
Nah. We've barely been fighting for like 9 rounds.
Did you
think.
get big before or after my haste?
I think he got big.
He got
Because he
big before,
Twice.
I think.
He did it twice.
Yeah, because he did it again when he
Three-
landed on Tiamat.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
It was when he landed on Tiamat. It was 2 rounds after I initiated my haste that y'all did that. So
So yeah, he would be out of big at this point then.
Okay.
Damn it.
Alright then.
I'll
Alright.
grab him, Hizu. Don't worry.
All right. So what? All right, May. So what are you doing?
First things first, hit that aura of vitality, burn that 3rd level spell slot, then
Okay.
touch my beautiful holy symbol to get my 3rd level spell slot back.
Okay.
Who are you healing?
Aligrax. So, buddy of mine, good friend, don't die. I know what you're doing, and I think it's a great idea. Okay? I don't know if you can hear me, but I think what you're doing is really fucking great. I think we need her on our side.
Just slightly
Okay.
drooling out my mouth a little bit.
Yeah, I'm like, I
Drooling
know
blood.
you're in there somewhere,
Yeah,
buddy.
like his ears are bleeding, his eyes are bleeding, his tongue's just kind of hanging out the side. It's kind of like
And I'm like,
Like
this
a-
is good.
like when a poor dog's had a stroke or something. It's kind of.
All right, so I get 8 points of healing.
Yes, and I would like to,
Okay.
now
so
that the hole is
hold
there,
on.
I'd like to grab him.
Yep.
Hold on. You give him 8 points of healing. You feel the energy flow from you towards him. You don't see any of his wounds close.
Okay, not a problem.
I don't heal.
You don't heal.
Did I heal Tiamat?
You did not heal Tiamat.
I didn't heal her either? God damn it.
No.
But I will
So-
still go over. Yeah?
Roll me a medicine check or religion.
Sure. Religion is +5. Medicine is +0. Yeah. How's that? So
Okay.
19.
You generally know that you've heard stories or information that you're pretty practiced. You know how healing kind of works. It is something that's divine deliverance from a god.
Mm-hmm.
The only times healing usually doesn't work is if your god does not want you to heal a particular person, or if their soul is not attached to their body.
I'm
I mean,
dead.
I kind of think that my god's pretty pissed at me, so I wouldn't think that you're dead. It's
Well, I
the
mean-
whole thing.
A soul can leave a body, and the body can still be alive.
Right.
His soul just might not be in his body.
May, I'm standing right here.
If that's the idea that I would go with, right? Because I have
Yeah,
two
because you're
options.
very experienced with this.
I mean,
Yeah,
it can-
I
for-
could believe that I've been abandoned
you
and
a-
I've lost my holy paladinness.
you absolutely could. You totally could
Or-
believe that.
Or I could believe that Allegrex's soul has left their body and that I need to fix that instead. Decisions.
You're
Why don't
wrong.
you roll a d20? It's a high or low.
Yeah, let's do it. You're so smart. It's like we're playing a game.
Yeah.
Do you want high or low, Allegrax?
And this is you. I'm just throwing that as a suggestion, just like flipping a coin.
I know. Do you want high or low?
Oh, you pick. This isn't me. This is you.
Okay, you're low. All right, I guess your soul has left your body. Guys,
I mean,
there's
you're right.
something wrong with Allegrax. His soul isn't in his body. Maybe we should touch him and bring him back. Everybody grab one.
I'll let-
Maybe he might be
I'm
astral
just kidding.
projecting.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
we can let the DM figure that out. That's
Oh
fine.
no, I've already figured it out. I just want to see what you guys are gonna do.
How do I know? I have a lot of experience of souls inhabiting multiple bodies, souls inhabiting no bodies. I think I would know how to fix this, right?
I mean, you would have fixed yourself, wouldn't you? If you knew how to fix it.
I don't think I've ever been in a state where my soul has not been in my body. I have been, well, yes, I have, because
That's literally your character.
I guess I forgot that grandmother was here.
You have.
I know. I need a new body. Somebody, quick! Grab one of the dead bodies out there.
No, they
Shit!
fell off. What are you talking about?
Go grab me a fucking dragon. Stat!
You can't like shove him back into his own body.
Oh, I guess. All right. How do I do that?
I don't know. How would May attempt?
Can I try to sense his soul? I would like to try and sense his soul.
How are you going to go about trying to sense his soul?
This is a good question. Let me take a look at my spells.
May, I don't believe there's a spell called Detect Soul.
I mean, there's gentle repose, emotions. Tiamat, is that you?
No, that's the chain link on the chain slowly stretching out even further.
Okay, we're almost out of time, guys.
Bless, counterspell, dispel magic, hex, hold person. Hold person. No. Vengeance, banishment. What's the reverse of banishment?
Summon?
Summoning.
Summoning?
Huh. You know what? Fuck that. I don't need a spell. I don't need a spell for this. This is my friend. Allegrax is my friend. I know this person. I fought beside this person. I would recognize your soul anywhere.
Would you?
I would.
Okay. So what
I
are you gonna do? What is May's choice on this?
I would like to just find the soul. I could see it. I think I could see it. I believe I could see it. I could find it, and even if I can't see it, I know you can hear me. So I just tell you, buddy, like, we don't have time for this right now. You need to get back in your soul. Come on. I know
What?
it's hard. Come on, buddy.
His
Let's go.
soul? What?
You gotta get back in your body. Aligrax, playing.
She's
Come on, buddy.
disciplining me like a mother.
Get.
Dean, get
Buddy,
me out of here. She's
like-
clearly losing it. She's clearly losing it.
Listen, I know times are difficult and we have had a shit ton of things happen, but you need to get back in your soul so we can get into the circle, okay? I'm gonna count to 5, okay?
Okay,
One.
I guess we just go back to me now.
No, yeah, we got
Okay.
more. We will eventually. We'll get there in a sec. All right.
Okay.
Dean, take me back to the ship. She's clearly losing it.
All right. Easy. You've gone to your stuff at this point. What is Cedra doing now?
I'm kind of just sitting there next to Aligrax, waiting. Hey, Aligrax, if you die, I'm drawing from the deck.
Oh shit!
Did you hear that?
Oh,
Did you hear that, buddy? You're gonna make Dean draw from the deck right now? Is that what you want?
Stupid
Is
deck!
this
I forgot
your
about the damn
actions?
thing.
Okay.
Listen,
Imagine
there
if
is a
Dean
third
draws
party
the
getting
balance card.
stressed. That would be so cool. That would be so fucking cool.
Okay. All
Um,
right. So anyway, so that's what Dean's doing then. He's just saying, "I'm gonna pull from the deck."
Yep.
Okay. So now we go back to Aligrax.
Yeah.
All right. So you have
Good luck.
walked through the door. The door's been locked behind you. You see what looks to be a war-ravaged land. As far as the eye can see, bodies of abyssals, devils, wormholes, and demigods litter what can best be described as a hellscape. The sky is blackened. Just the entire land is torn asunder. And the little girl starts speaking. And she says, let me bring it over here so I can read it properly. Okay, there we go. Legend speaks of the divine six that descended from the heavens and fought on the side of mortals. Tiamat being one of those who fought and killed to protect this planet and the mortals who lived here. What legend often leaves out is where the goddess of freedom and love became the goddess of conquest. You see, it wasn't just the divine six that descended from the great heavens to help the mortals stave off extinction. It was 10 gods, including the most kind and gentle of them all, Parnassus. Parnassus, who was slain by the grand general of the abyssal armies, Braxis, the murder lord. Not only did Braxis kill Barnabas, he severed his head and used it for a war banner and marched right up to her stronghold with the severed head at the head of her eternal love on his war bike. The scene slowly shifts. You see a grief-stricken and rage-fueled goddess go completely feral and berserk. She takes her hand, she rends her flesh from her body, and she grows to enormous proportions. And the 5 points on her crown snake out to very familiar dragon heads. And she launches herself from her stronghold directly into the Braxian army and engages Braxis directly. And just for a cool image, not that one. You see, that's what she changes into. And she's filled with rage and anger and just goes in and starts laying waste to everything. And then she says, the battle ended with Braxis dead and his army decimated, but not without additional cost. A cost that won't be felt for many more centuries. She was commended by Kelwyn to assist the mortals in rebuilding their civilization. She taught them the only true freedom is what you take. And the only real freedom is destroying any that seek you harm. And the door pulls it open, and walks through.
Alright, can you copy paste all that? Because I can't.
Sure.
Thanks, bud.
All right. There you go.
Yeah, thank you so much. Because I'm typing all this out. It's shit. I'm already behind. Abraxas spell. All right. And I'm guessing I'll walk through and
Yeah, your
back where I
choice.
was with Tiamat.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I'll walk through.
Actually, you're not back through. You go back. You go through the next doorway, and there you see Tiamat. She is. Looks like she's in a cave. She is taking some clay and she's pulling it together, and she's looks like she's doing like an artist rendition on a piece of paper. And she's from the paper she transfers it over to clay. She starts shaping this creature, and you see in her mind's eye that that she is forming it in the same manner of most mortals, but she's giving it draconic features. And she kind of breathes life into it, making the first dragonborn. And she makes another one, then another one. She's seems almost happy for a moment. And the scene changes again to about another few hundred years later, where she's sitting there, she's watching her newly created species interact with the mortals of Chardin. Then, from nowhere, she feels she is grief-stricken. She remembers Barnassus. She looks up and sees the mortals walking around, their creations. And at that moment, she decides these mortals weren't worth him. They weren't worth the god of kindness. They weren't worth the sacrifice that he made for them. They aren't worth her. And you see she becomes more hostile towards the mortals, even more so towards the Dragonborn. And at which point they become less to her. A few hundred more years passed, even thousands of years go by. And the Dragonborn are a very downtrodden people. They have been shackled by the requirements of their god. They've been shackled by the society in which they live. They are second-class citizens at best. But you also see a bit of a spark of hope, of anger, of rebellion. And the little girl looks at you as you go through this montage of rebellion, as people forming little circles of individuals who are ready to fight with a strike back. And she looks up at you for a moment, and she looks at your armor. She's like, where did you get that?
I'll look at her and be like, my father. My master.
Oh, this could be problematic.
Yeah, she didn't really like the look of this.
Right. So, if flash forward to a little bit, you see Tiamat. She is being attacked. And so, like, there was different forms of attack. You see her being sieged. You see her being attacked by wizards, sorcerers. And you see someone at the head of a group of 12 individuals. And you recognize the armor he is wearing. And you see the very last image that you see is they defeat her on the plane. She goes to the hell to recuperate. She's angry. She is mad. Then a gateway opens and those 12 people come through. And you recognize your father in the armor. He looks a lot younger, a lot more headstrong. And it leaves these group of 12. They resume the fight in the hells. And they slay her. And they cut off her head. And they, almost to the point of reenacting exactly what that abyssal lord did to her eternal love. But yet they did it to her. And then she awakes. Not quite living, but not quite dead. To where even death wasn't an escape. And she sees what was done to her body. But even worse, she is shackled, but she is commanded. The once goddess of freedom has no freedom. She cannot conquer. She is on the verge of insanity. And the little girl looks at you and says, "Can you help my mother, please? She wasn't always like this."
I'll look at her. I'll deal with that.
Sorry, you're kind of cutting out. I can't hear anything.
Yeah, sorry. I'm trying to speak slowly or softly for the mood.
Okay.
Audra. This cycle needs to end. The revenge, the taking, it all needs to stop. And the only way I can think is it stops with me. Can you help me take off this armor?
Yes. I can do so. Yeah,
Can I start taking off the armor?
Yeah, you can just start taking it off. It actually will come off a lot easier than you. Like the physical armor takes a lot longer, but it just pulls off right at you. Like you can mentally just will it off you in sections and just set it down.
But if we truly want to help her, then I need you to help me help your mother.
What do you need me to do?
Sorry, I gotta think for a minute because I don't really know what to do.
All right, do you want time to think on that?
Yeah, but that's gonna eat into events, isn't it?
Well, no, like yeah, potentially what happens, but like I said, like you can, if you want time to think of it, I can move the scene back to the group on her back.
Yeah, can you do that? Yeah.
Okay. All right, we will go back. All right, so you guys are back on Tiamat. You are there. Basically, Aligrax is still doing his thing. He was pretty much just catatonic. And from that point, you hear another poof, poof, as the Dragon's Bane ship tries to latch onto her again. Oh, nat 20.
Finally.
All right, and she is latched up and secure. I need perception checks from everyone.
Alrighty.
So I know that our ship had another thing that they could throw.
Sort of.
And that Dean did warn them that, it would be good if they threw the other one soon.
Galaxy only has 2 cannons, one on each side, so they don't actually have a second cannon on that side.
Ah, I see.
The Dragon's Bane ship has like 3 cannons on that side, but only 2 were set up to launch the anchors because they didn't need more than 2 anchors.
I want to steal it. Sorry.
Okay,
that was
so
the inside thought.
what you see, Cedric gets this, May gets this also. Izu has no clue, but you see them kind of shoot out and kind of flies out, and you see it just it's like almost smooth as silk. This anchor comes in and hits, and it winds up, and it grips her wing. But you notice as it came in, you saw her like reach out and clutch it and wrap her arm around in it. Like it kind of twirled around part of her, the claw at the end, like she wanted to be captured.
Girl, are you in there?
Okay, so
Tiamat?
we are going to do a couple of things real quick. Something's about to pop off here. So we're going to go through each of you really quick. I'm going to give you like a round to do something. So what do you want to do? We'll start with May. What are you doing?
Let's first do that healing over to Hizu.
Okay.
Dean, you're good, right?
I'm good for the time being. Y'all need it way more.
Cool. Let's get you a tiny bit okay. Why did nothing happen? Did it go? Yeah, it's there.
I saw 6.
Yep. 6.
Yes, thank you. And we'll just keep that up. That requires concentration. Oh, that requires concentration.
Right. So.
Well, then we'll just do it the old-fashioned way. Wait, can I do a cantrip? Nope, it also requires concentration. Fuck me.
All right.
Buddy, you need to get back in your body. Like, I don't know what this playing around is about, but we don't have time. You have to get back.
Hey, I'm going to be doing something highly explosive. Get Alecrax in the teleport circle.
Okay, I'll grab him.
Okay, you're gonna take Aligrax away.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, you walk up to him. I need you to roll me a wisdom save.
What? That
Wisdom-
wasn't...
Wisdom save with disadvantage.
I thought that he couldn't take the person with them. I thought we talked about this.
I think it's something different than that.
What?
Disadvantage.
I know. Ah!
Okay.
I thought we had talked about the...
He's not taking anybody in there. You're getting the psychic backlash from not having the barriers that were in place set by Adra. Just keep him. So with that, with the 14, what is your current hit point back? Or you're not your max,
10.
what is your current hit points right now? You take 5 points of psychic damage. Unfiltered.
Okay.
Well, I guess we leave Alecrax here to die.
No, we can't leave him. But
Well,
is he
I'm leaving as
movable?
soon as I detonate this
All
thing.
right. Okay, so that's May's turn.
Yeah.
Okay. Cedra, what are you doing for your turn?
Alright. Jason said 45 seconds earlier. What would be the time on that now?
Probably about 30.
Alright, I'm gonna look to everyone. Brace yourselves. Things are about to get real rough. And, suppose I'm gonna get ready to, hold on.
Okay.
What's about to happen?
Things are gonna get real rough.
He saw Tiamat kind of grab the thing and hold on to it.
Yeah.
Ah, crap.
Izu didn't, so, all right, Izu, your turn.
How was that, Dean?
Brace!
Brace?
Yeah.
I don't know, I guess I try to brace in the hole without cutting myself.
All right. Well, you're actually
Yeah?
you're pretty good because things kind of wrapped up around you. So you know those like things on like a schoolyard and you kind of climb up. It's got like triangle shapes. It's kind of like that, but a lot more compact. So you can just kind of move yourself in there. But you also, if you were to make a dex save on anything, you would be at disadvantage.
Well, something's about to happen.
Okay.
Well, I would like to mount Blade Wolf in case I fall.
Blade Wolf can't fit in here.
I'm getting out!
Okay, so you're all right. So you're gonna leave the thing and go to Blade Wolf.
Yep.
Okay. We're now outside of the control collar. All right.
Good. Hey, let's see what happens.
Okay. From that point, what happens is that Tiamat kind of leans forward, and you see like almost this like grin kind of go across her skeletal face, and she turns over, and she ice breaths her whole side with her claw, and the chains attached to it. You hear the chains get frozen over, and they become brittle. And she starts yanking on them. But she can't do anything. Actually, I think she can do something. And then she...
Is there sentience in her actions that's different than before?
Roll me an insight.
I can clearly see sentience in this action.
That's
A blind
different,
animal
though.
wouldn't be able to do something like that.
I don't know. I'd love to know.
I never got the interpretation that there wasn't any sentience. She's just being controlled.
Well, yeah, you know what I mean? Like more of Tiamat rather than more of whatever this third party.
No, I don't, as I've never met Tiamat.
I've been a little obsessed with her since we got here, so you know.
True. With a 9, you would definitely get a feeling of sentience. Like she is a creature that was given a task and was directed to do something, and she was not necessarily given minute specific instructions on how to complete it, but given the ability to make decisions on her own.
Okay.
And then she kind of pulls and she jerks it, so she takes. First of all, how much damage she do to the chains? Ooh, that's gonna hurt. Holy crap. Okay, you see like the second set, like you can basically with the ID, it looks like she intentionally waited for the second set of chains so they won't be able to fire anymore. And she hits herself too, but she basically comes over and you see the chains just shatter into like just icicles kind of spread out, and her whole side is free. And then she turns and twists. I need acrobatics or athletics checks from everybody.
Athletics, you see?
Athletics.
Don't I just automatically fail this then?
No, actually.
Acrobatics or athletics. Saving throw? Or just a check?
This is a skill check.
Yeah.
19. Does your aura give the plus for this, or no?
No, it's only for savings.
Okay.
Plus 7 to this roll. Fuck!
Yeah, same.
The DC was 15. So
I get nowhere close.
Okay. So what happens here? Algarch, you're still there. Cedra, you're still attached to it. You're on the scales. She turned. Oh, I need to make a save for Jason. Yeah, he's fine. It's like, ah! Okay, so he's still attached. May and Hizu, you start falling.
No, I don't.
I activate wolf jets.
I have wings.
Okay. You start falling, you activate your wings, kind of flap out, and then from that point, Tiamat starts moving forward, and she's still attached
Yeah.
to the galaxy, but she starts making her run for the galaxy.
She's gonna be too fast.
So Hizu and May,
Can I get an attack of opportunity?
you really want to take one?
No, wait, no, what if this is really Tiamat? We can't do that.
May. Here's the thing, though. I don't care.
But I do care.
I mean,
I don't. I would like to switch my attack of opportunity out for a spell.
I'd like to impose disadvantage.
How?
Hold on. You're within
not...
5 feet of me? Question mark? Hold on.
Here's the thing, though. Warcaster lets me cast a spell with a attack of opportunity instead.
correct.
I cast Step and Sting.
Okay, what does that do?
I have protection.
I need a con save.
From Tiamat? Okay.
Yes.
All right. I mean,
The undead Tiamat?
You want
have
a con
protection,
save
though.
from I think that's
just
like her second best saving throw, and she has like a plus 19 or 17 to wisdom, so you know.
Nat ones or bust.
Yeah,
Tiamat
basically.
save. Can I give her my +5?
do you want to give her your +5?
Yes.
I'm going to gut me.
Listen.
Well, I mean,
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure a 26 passes.
Okay.
Yes,
well,
yes, unfortunately.
Okay.
I give her nothing then.
So she goes up, and you see her making a beeline directly for Galaxy. Like talons out, tails flipping through. And so we'll hold off there.
I'm blaming you for this, May.
So
I got an idea what I
literally
want to do now. Yep, I'm good.
did
Okay.
nothing.
So Hizu and May, she takes off, and she's like bypasses, like you guys are like 100 feet behind at this point.
Yeah.
It's gonna take me 5 turns to get back. Crap.
I mean,
It'd take me 1 turn, but I won't have any Oh,
all right.
that's gonna suck.
We'll move back to Alagrax.
Mhm.
Okay, you were back in the moment. You hear. So you're back there. You've seen everything. You've gone through the whole thing, and you are asking. The little girl is asking you, "How can I help?" She helps you take off your armor. What do you need of me? How can we help my mom?
I need you to convince your mother to go back to what she was, that she's worth it, and to lend me just a little bit of power to free you.
She looks at you for a moment. She gets a look on her face, and she's like, "Let me go talk to her."
We'll talk to her together.
I don't know if that's a good idea.
This needs to end. This cycle. It's the same. Her
What?
love for her family and the pain is the same as mine. As what
why,
my father going.
why are you yelling at me?
I'm not yelling at you.
Sorry, Ellie, you're cutting out again. I think you're like.
I'll
I think your mic.
Yeah,
is
I'm trying to talk softly for the moment. Like I'll take a breath and be like, I'm sorry, really. I'm yelling at myself, not you. At the injustice and pain of all of this. I'll kneel down a bit and be like, I'm sorry.
Okay, we can go back. And then when the door opens, you see you're back in the canyon again. The dark canyon with her skeletal woman shackled at the very center of it. And we walk through, and she kind of reaches out, and holds your hand, and let me talk to her. And she goes over and she talks to her mom, and mom looks at her like, "How? And you betray me now?" She said, "No, this isn't what it is, mother. This isn't what it is. How can my own daughter do this to me? We have a way out. We have a way out. It doesn't have to be this way. I want to help you, please. We can be a family again." He's offered to help us. And
She's yeah, go ahead, sorry.
okay, and then like Tiamat gets kind of stops thrashing, and she looks at you.
Not wearing the armor.
And okay, you no longer have the armor? Okay.
Yeah. And I'll just look at her and be like, she's showed me what you've been through. And this needs to end. This cycle. You've seen and you know more than anyone else what one does for family. And can I try to project share what she showed me, all the pain she's went through? The losing the family, the fight, the just absolute rage of fighting for her family.
Okay, so you want to mentally project that image to Tiamat while you're mentally inside of Tiamat. Okay, this is getting some serious Inception stuff going, but okay, yeah.
Yeah.
If you want to go ahead.
I mean, we're like kind of like sharing the emotions. Like, I guess it would be more like, hey, I saw that part of you, and I can connect to that part of you, rather than just like me holding up a screen and being like, hey, they
Right.
showed me this, and I get it.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Go ahead.
So, yeah, I'll do that, and then I'll like to show my father with the same emotions, fighting for their family, fighting for their cause, for the exact same.
Okay. You show your father. The exact moment you show your father, I need another wisdom save.
Yep. $20.
How many hit points do you have left?
5.
We're down to 3. She is like, she looks and she screams like, "No, that man
And
has to die. He killed me. He erased everything that I was." And he looks over. She looks at Adra. She was the last memory. She is the last memory that I had of him. And that man robbed me of it. She said, "No, mother, I'm still here. I am still here. I am in your memories."
Then let the children free you from that. I will not bear the sins of my father. This needs to end now. I will free you. But you cannot. You must be the mother you were for her.
She pauses. She looks at you.
This cycle has to end.
She looks for a moment. And she's like, lowers her head. She stops her thrashing. And for a moment, you feel the wave of hostility that was normally there is no longer rolling off her anymore. She looks to her child, the last remaining connection she had of the God that she was once in love with. And then she stands up at full height, still chained, by the way. Well then. Let's see if we can potentially rewrite history.
Make it anew.
And break the chains. And she kind of like puts her hand out, offers to walk you closer.
I'll stand up.
Okay.
I'll look at her. And then I'll look at Adra and be like, not be like, but ask. I want to burn her chains from her. But I know my power alone isn't enough. Would you be able to help me with that?
She's like, "No, this is all imaginary."
Oh, then I am I have a lot more power then.
She looks at you and she goes, "The real connection the problem is the real world. My mother's divinity allows her to still exist as in my memories. But she needs something connecting her, tethering her to the outside world. And with that, we can break the shackles in here to influence what is out there. Can you help us?" And then Tiamat stands up and you see her like, you see the kind of look like something you've never seen before in this particular creature's eyes. Like almost like hopeful. She kind of walks over to you and puts out her hand. And we're going to go into passing notes for what's going to happen next.
Okay.
Bye.
Ian, get out the flying carpet.
Well, thing is, I was literally about to try and use my thieves' tools.
All right. So she walks over. Even the gods must play by certain rules. And I need a connection somewhere in the outside world. Will you be my connection? Will you be my champion?
So before I continue, DM, I have to ask. I already told you what I want to do. Is that even something I could possibly do? Because the kid said this plays imagination. So yeah, I already told you the whole thing of what I want to do. Is that even something I can do? Do I have to make a roll for that, or are you just gonna say no? You can't do that.
As far as getting her stuck in a sword, it's like several like.
Not the sword.
Okay.
Remember the draconian I killed and buried with my sword? I was gonna like connect her and give her that body through the connection between him and my sword, and then she's just gonna be her own person. That's it. It's like May, just like she's back,
That
just in
well,
a mortal body.
right. That is definitely okay. The connection they had isn't necessarily one. There's one of descendant. It's not like a actual divine connection to them. The divine connections come from things like being a warlock patron, being a cleric, being a paladin. Those are the connections come from. And so, as far as shipping her soul into the body of a draconian that's a few hundred miles away, that's probably not going to happen nowhere within the realm of your ability. You can shape the mindscape to look like it is, but this is the impression of what you, the mental, the the mindscape is trying to reference her being enslaved right now via that collar.
So no, essentially.
That's a not even
Okay, yeah.
that's not even narratively close to what you can do.
Okay, that's fine. That's why I wanted to go over that and ask that with you. Just feel like, okay, am I reaching way too much here? Okay, thank you for that.
No problem.
All right, then honestly, yeah. In that case, I just hold out my hand and be like, and oh shit, let me look at my notes. I have a thing for this in my notes. Da, 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 da. Here it is. There it is. All right, and I'll say, looking at her, do not look up at those in the light with disdain, but pity. For everything knows that anything can fall, yet when they do, do not fall upon them, but offer a better option.
Okay.
Because when you fall into the dark, you always look for any kind of light.
All right. She takes your hand, and the second she takes your hand, two things happen.
Okay.
Okay. One, you can choose. This is your choice. You can choose to level up a paladin, cleric, or warlock as a free just level you just give yourself. That would be it. This is of Tiamat. The second thing, she says freedom, and you feel yourself rocket back to your body. But you feel her there with you. And she looks at you for a moment, and she's like, you don't mind if I take control for a little while, do you? And I need you to roll me a will save at disadvantage.
Wisdom, maybe?
It's going to be a wisdom save, correct. And it's going to be
Yeah.
a little high because you went through 1, 2, 4, 5 rooms that got locked behind you.
All right. So in the real, I'm still wearing her.
Yes, I will give you.
But
Yeah,
I took it off mentally. So would you
Correct.
say I like disconnect? What was it?
Because what happened is your soul got really dragged into her realm. That's where
Yeah.
your
Would
soul's
you
at.
say I unattuned with my armor?
I would not say you're unattuned. No, I'd say you're still attuned with it because there's still that sliver of psychic thing that's got you connected. That is a tether she's using to make her escape. She is using you to get out of there. But she is imparting power to you as part of this agreement. But she is such a stickler for freedom. She is trying to take control of your body. You don't necessarily know if that's a good thing, a bad thing, but this would be a. How about, okay, so this, I can tell you this. It's not necessarily a permanent situation.
Okay, can I get a sense of intent from?
She wants to experience not being dead. That is, she wants the freedom. She wants to experience not being dead. She wants to experience life again.
Okay, I will
Okay.
choose to fail it.
Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go
Okay.
back to the group. Shit's gonna go down. I am not telling them that Tiamat is now in control of your body. So,
Okay.
all right. So, if you want to, you can role play out Tiamat, or would you like me to do it?
You do it because you have a much better idea of what you want Tiamat to be than I do.
Okay.
It's like looking at someone else's programming and
Yeah.
trying to be that person.
Okay, got it. All right. So we're gonna go back. So you get to choose at this point. You are now either a paladin, cleric, or warlock of Tiamat, and she is going to take your body for a test drive, but they don't know that yet.
Okay. Man, I gotta look at classes. All right. But just level 1, yeah, it's can't even get from one.
Sadly, just
All right.
level 1, but it is just a free level you can give yourself.
Yeah, fair enough. All right, I'm good to go back.
All right.
Schmidt.
All right.
She's
If
been
it really
shot by
comes down
many
to it.
cannons. I don't think your smites are going to compare.
We don't know.
I mean, you did kind of like completely like grandmother her, and it didn't really do much.
That was actually how you best bet at what you're thinking about doing.
Okay, so
I don't know. Yeah.
you guys are doing your thing, and so what you basically notice from that point, you kind of do your thing. Like Tiamat starts making its way directly towards, start making her way directly towards Galaxy. Claws out, breath weapon available, and the feet's going on. And you see other guys go, and he's awake. He is wide-eyed. He's like back. And you get him, just shakes his head, looks around for a moment, and he looks at sees the shackle, and you see this look across his eyes, like, no. And then you hear him say, "You should run." So before you that, okay, we're gonna give everybody one round real quick before the shit hits the fan, big time. May, what are you doing?
Can I fall faster than I can fly?
Yes.
Yeah, you fall at like 500 feet per round.
Okay. Good to know. Thank you. I cannot catch up to the dragon. How far away? I'm assuming I'm exactly in the same spot, but just floating.
Well, you kind of fell off, so basically how long it took you to fall and then catch yourself. So like you probably fell like 20 feet.
Okay. But that's just altitude wise in terms of like.
Right. From distance wise,
Okay.
you're like 100 feet back from her. Because she had to stop to get to Galaxy. Because Galaxy was still within
Okay.
100 feet to hit her with a chain.
And then how close? I mean, I know Dean's been running across these chains, so is that also the 100 feet?
Correct.
Okay. In that case, if I can make it to a chain and try to like reinforce it, I'd go for that. But
Okay.
I don't know if I can.
Okay, so she
'Cause
had.
it looks like. Go ahead.
Okay, so you know that she has shattered the chains coming from the Dragon's Bane ship. Those are just gone. They're no longer available. The only one still attached to her right now is the one from Galaxy, and it's very slack right now because she's moving towards Galaxy.
Yeah, I mean, I'll still try to move towards Galaxy to kind of intercept, but I don't think I make it very far.
Okay.
Right. And then, oh wait, 2 more. There you go. All
All right.
That's the direction that Galaxy is in.
Okay. Cedra, what are you doing?
Alright, what was it that Alegrax had just said?
Basically, he like kind of stands up, looks around, and he looks directly at the control collar, and he looks pissed, like super pissed. And he pulls out his weapon and he says, "You should run."
I'm gonna look at him. Take it that's not you in that body. Better bring it back in one piece.
I don't know. You should probably do a check because that sounds like something I would say.
Actually,
I don't know.
Go ahead and roll an insight.
My passive insight's 21. Get out of here with this. 25.
Yeah, you were pretty positive that this is not Aligrax. Like, even Aligrax isn't, like, crazy enough to go up there and start smacking the control rod, the control collar.
You have your word you can bring that body back in one piece?
Like, the head turns, and you see something on Aligrax. Like, you see his once green scales start shifting in color. And they kind of rotate in color, like the color spectrum from blue to white to green to black to red. As this kaleidoscope kind of goes across him. Of course, I don't want to ruin my champion just yet. But
Are they telling the truth?
Seems to be, and he does seem fond of you all. Well, he did free me. And I'm going to make that everyone's problem.
It's
Well,
actually not a problem for me.
So am I aware? Am I like a passenger? Am I aware of going on? Or am I like, hey, and I'm just asleep?
Okay, you're aware. No, you're aware of it. You are literally like in the back of your head, like kind of watching all this stuff play out. So you ever read Superior Spider-Man?
Yep.
That's the situation. She isn't docking your body, and you're right there as part of it.
Can I try and like? Can I try and say, but also get the feeling it's like the past, like the conflict needs to end, like bring up all the fighting in between, like everything she's gone through, what my dad did, the whole cycle. The cycle needs to stop. Like, just get that feeling into her again when she said that.
Make it everyone's problem.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll me a. Roll me,
And
roll me a persuasion with advantage.
Yeah, and I'll remind her of Adra.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and roll me persuasion with advantage on that.
All right, hold on. Also, I chose my class. Apparently, I can only pick one of them because of my stats, so
You could
chose it for me.
Right. You can give yourself the minimum stat point if you want to choose someone else. Like, I think the minimum is 13, so you can book yourself.
Natural 20, baby!
All right. Okay.
And all the times I rolled natural 20, that was it.
Okay, so she's like, I'm going to make it everyone's problem. And then, like, you see her pause. Cedar sees her pause for a moment. And she's like, ugh. Fine. But really, you should run.
That's good enough for me. I'm going to start running out towards where Tiamat's heading, towards where Galaxy is, and I'm going to cast Minor Illusion up above my head of chain breaking.
Okay.
Like an image of a chain breaking. And then I'm going to jump just into the air.
All right. Oh, May had to go. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Bummer. Okay. Oh shit. What time is it? Make sure
It's only 8.
I know to make